Hello everyone, welcome to our channel today, and now we are going to design exercise 1789. So exercise 1789 from the engineering drawing book by N.D. Bhatt. So it is on page 459. So this is the exercise we're going to design today. It has two views. We have this orthographic view, which we are going to convert it to isometric view using this view we have here. So without taking much time, let's just go to start our SolidWork app. So we come here, SolidWork app, you click on it, it is already loading. And then after this, that is the moment we come back to our exercise, which is this one. So here we have the dimensions, which is given 25, 20 and 25 again. So it means that on this view, let's use a system where we will be mirroring it. So it's a new entity we're going to learn from these sketch features. So from the sketch features, we are going to get these mirror entities. So we are going to divide this design into two parts so that other side we will be mirroring it. So without taking much time, let's come back. So here we have our SolidWork is already started. So let's start by part. On parts here, SolidWork is loading, and then we will take the plane. Here you come to choose the plane to use. So we have a right plane, top plane, and the front plane. So here there is a three principal planes, but you choose the one which is suitable for you. For us today, we are going to use the front page. I mean the front plane. So front plane, this is the plane we are going to be using, and other side we'll be needing sketch features or sketch components, and then also features also where we'll be extruding our things, our design. So this is the primary things we're gonna need today. So now, without taking time, so let's start from a front plane. We select the front plane, and then when you are on this, when you click on the front plane, it will display this sketch button. So you click on this sketch button, the front plane is already activated. So when the front plane is already activated, as I said, from our sketch, we're going to start from the middle point of this sketch. So it means that we want to start from this point in the middle. Means that from here up to here is 10. So without taking time, let's just come back. We are here. So we're going to need a center line. A center line will help us to design our to start our sketch from the center. It will help us because center line is just like a construction line. It's a construction line where you can rely on, or you can start on it. So this center line will help us to sketch our first line. We will move light side, the horizontal light, and then we move up. We go up at a certain dimension, and then we move another side at a certain dimension. We move another side up at a certain dimension. We move a side. We come, and then we move up again. We come here to this point. Here we have, as if you remember well, we have a slanted point like this, and then we move down. We move like this. Now it's already done. So when this is done, so we can see now our design, and then we come back to the exercise we have. It is like this. So it means that we have already separated this design into two parts. Now it's a time to start putting a dimension on it. Means that so we're gonna take this 20 and then we divide by 2. If we divide 20 by 2, we will get 10. So after getting 10, this is the dimension we put here. So you come here, when you are on the sketch side, you get a smart dimension. Smart dimension, it creates a dimension for one or more selected 2D or 3D sketch entities. So you can drag, or you click on it, and then you click on the line and then you drag. So here we will put dimension 10. It is 10 mm. It is already set in millimeters. So now our side now it is 10 millimeter. So this line from here to here, we can come to the sketch we have. Here we have 6. Here we can't divide because the axis we are working on is just a horizontal axis, so there's no need of dividing. So on the upper side, the dimension will be the same. So here we will take 6. Upper line is a 6, and then the next line also it will be 7. The upper line, the next upper line, and the other one is 21. So when we come back here in our design, this line will be, we will dimensioning it as 6. Okay. The next upper line will be 7. As we saw it in the drawing, it will be 7. The flowing line, which is the flowing vertical line, will be 21. Now we already done to put a dimension on these vertical lines. So now let's come to this horizontal line. This horizontal line, we have a dimension accordingly. So let's come back to this design. We will see how this line will be. If you see well, here we have this line, this point from here. We want to put a dimension on this line. This line, at what dimension are we going to put on this line? So if you see here, we have this upper line. This upper line has the dimension, which is this one. This dimension from this side, this from here to here, this line will be 25, which is like this. If you can check from this front view, the line from this point to this point is 25. We come back into our design. Here we put 25. Now we already done with these dimensions. So the other dimension we are remaining is this one. So this dimension will be, come back to design, you will see it clearly. It is this line, this line. This line is equal to this line. So this line, when you project from the top view, you can see this point from this point to this point is equal to this point to this point. So means that this line is 15. Here you come to put 15. Now we already done with this line. So we come to the upper line, this top line. This line from which is this one, we have to check it from top view, respective top view. So let's come back to top view. We will see. So if you can check on this top view, you project this point to this point. Means that this point consider with this, which is also considered with this one, and then this point consider with this down one, which will give the dimension to 8 mm. This dimension will be 8 mm. You put 8. So now we are coming to this point. At what dimension we are going to put from this point to this one? This slanted line, this line which is inclined at a certain angle, at which dimension it is starting from or ending from. So we are going to start from taking from this point to this point. We can put dimension here or put it here, but let's put it on the top. We will come to check in our design how long is this line. This line, if you check this line, consider with this line, this point is in the same line to this line, and this point is the same line to this down one, this one. So means that this line also from this point to this point, it is 8. Here we will put 8. Now we already done with this. So now, in order to make it, to give dimension to this, so means that we need a height from this point to this point. So this point to this point also have to have the dimension, which is this side. So we will get it from this side. So we come back to our design, and then from this point to this point, they are giving just 12. Put here 12. Now our sketch is about complete to be done. So now let's see. Look at here down, this line down here. They are telling us this our sketch is underdefined. Means that we are still having some dimension to add. So when it is done, it will show us full dimension, full defined. So here, if you see here, there is the line which is still blue. This line which is still blue, how long it is? Let's come to check its length. The length of that line, if you remember here, we have divided our design into 2 parts. After dividing our design into 2 parts, means that this line is divided into 2 parts, and the distance from this point to this point is equal to distance from this point to this point, which will be 8. So we come to understand that To know the dimension of this line, it's like 8 divided by 2, which will be equal to 4. Now it is showing us make dimension driven. So means that there is the sketch can get full, it can get more the dimensions. So means that there is a dimension we added which is not needed according to the dimensioning standards. So we have to remove one or more dimensions, or we can remove one line. So let's remove this line. You click on it and then you delete. After deleting it, let's see if we can add dimension. We come back here, we add dimension 4. Now it is still showing. So what is the mistake we have done? So there's some dimension we can remove. Let's remove this dimension and then see if it can work. Now it is working. Means that there is a dimension which was not necessary, we added. So now we can add that dimension to 4. It's okay. So after adding that dimension, now we need to know exactly the dimension of this line. Because we need it, we put still, we face the same issues. So here we can create a relation. The relation you can create will be this point and this point can be at the same vertical line. Okay, now it is okay. So which problem, where the problem comes in first? Let's first check. We didn't give dimension to this line from here up to here. Let's check. You see, this is the dimension which was missing. So if this dimension, because this dimension was a problem, let's wait. Let's delete it and then you check again. There's some dimension which is missing. So dimension which is missing, it is this one, as I said. So this dimension which is missing, it will cause some problem. Now this dimension, according to the design we have here, this dimension they are saying it is 5. So we forgot this design. I mean this dimension. If we forgot this dimension, that's where all the problem comes in. Now we put 5. Look, now it is okay. If you can check well, our design here before it was underdefined and now it become full defined. So if you can check well, what dimension are there, and then the line which we had here we already removed. Now it's a time to mirror our design. When your design is full defined and check and after checking all the dimension is equal to the dimension you have in the question, so it's a time to mirror. So mirroring our design, it will not take a time. Let's go. Now you come to this sketch. You are already there. So we are going to sketch, to mirror the sketch. So you come to this side. If you check where here there's a lot. Here there is a feature called mirror entities. Mirror entities, you select the feature you want to mirror and then you give it axis you want to mirror on, and then you click on it. After clicking on it, you get this yellow warning point. So here we are going to be having options. Options, we have entities to mirror, means that which point you want to mirror. You click this line, you click this line, it is already being added. You click on this line and this line also, this one, this also, and this one. Now we have already done to add the line we want to mirror. Means that we want this line to be mirrored to other side. So in order to mirroring it to other side, we have to choose the axis or the mirror about. The axis those line is supposed to be mirrored about. So you come down and then you click to this point, mirror about, and then you click to that center line you designed first. This center line, if you remember, it is the line which is designed from the center of our design. You click on it. The design, if you see here, it is already showing that it's going to be mirrored without any problem. And then you click OK. Our design is already done. So if you check where all the things is well defined and then it is already full defined. So now it's a time to extrude our design to the 3D, or to extrude it so that you can get isometric view of our design. So now, without taking time, let's exit sketch. If we exit sketch, you can see here we have the sketch which is already designed. So now it's a time to extrude this one. To extrude this one, we have another side here: feature, sketch, surface, mockup, and other things, which we'll cover in the next topics. So let's come to the features. When you click to feature, there is the different commands which get opened. So we're gonna take the command of extrude boss base. Extrude boss base, we click on this, and then now if you can see here, we have nothing to extrude. So we will come here, click to this point, and then you select this sketch. You click here, and then you come down, you select this sketch. After selecting this sketch, we get it to be extruded like this one. So here, extrude boss extrude commands gets opened. So here they are telling us which way you're gonna extrude your things. Here there is a sketch plan, but because we are working on the sketch plan, let's just keep it like this. And then blind, it's when you want to move it on one side, other side, or any other side you want, left or right. It depends on your wishes. There is another one, up to vertex, up to surface. When here it is referred, you refer to another design you have, up to body or mid plane. For us, let's keep it on the blind, and then you can make it move to back side, or extruding to front side. So let's move it to back side. Okay. So the extrude here, you put dimension you wish it to be extruded when you are from this side. Means that it's you who determine this value. So you come to this point. So in order to know the value, let's come to our design. Our design is showing us that from the top view, our feature was extruded to 40 millimeter. So that's how we will take this 40 millimeter and then you put it here. 40 millimeter. And now it is done. So when it is done, you click OK. Our design is already done. Our 3D view is already done. Control 1 to give you front view. Control 2 to give you another view, back view. Control 3 give you the left view. Control 4 give you another view. Control 5 give you another top view. Control 6 give you the bottom view. Control 7 bring all the 3D view. So it will show you all the view. Now we already done with our design. Our 3D design or our 3D model, it is already done. Our isometric view, it's already there. So now it's a time to see it in perspective mode. If you can see well, Control 7, you can see the perspective view of our things. Now this is it. Thank you for following this course, and I hope you can subscribe and then like and then share to other people to know what is going on now. So next time we'll be drawing exercise, the following exercise. Exercise will be 1789, and I mean 1790. That is the exercise we'll be drawing in the next session. So thank you for following this session, and after this it's a time to save our work. Let's just save. You come here to file and then save as. After saving as, you choose a place where you want to save your work. It's just you who can determine where. May I put it in this Solidwork folder? You can choose your desktop or any other place. And then this is exercise. Figure 1789. Now it is done. Then you make save. The work is already done.